The Spanish has it, el momento de la verdad.
And that it is, the moment of truth.
Remember now, the referee is Carlos Padilla, and those of you who saw him work the Antifermo Minter fight may remember he does not allow fighters to hold on the inside. That was a complaint by the Duran people. They thought he might keep him from going inside, but enough of that. The moment is here. Roberto Duran challenging Sugar Ray Leonard.
Last minute instructions from Angelo Dundee. Last minute instructions from Ray Arcel.
We're ready.
And round one of the long-awaited Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, welterweight championship fight.
30. Leonard is flat-footed. He did not come out to dance. He wants to go toe-to-toe with him. He's flat-footed.
Angelo claims that in the fourth round he will get him or sooner.
Would you believe it is Leonard coming to Duran and Duran backing up on him? Leonard snapping that left hand, now changing his pace a little. Did somebody say that Duran didn't have quick hands?
He's a boxer, he's got quick hands, but Sugar Ray's got that fast jab and a jab that he moves away from after he throws it.
Notice how Duran is keeping that right hand high. He knows that Leonard wants to get him with a hook. And Arcel told me before the fight, Dundee is not going to get it his way. He can't take him out in the first round. Thrown at right hand. Duran.
Overhand right by that missed because Roberto was leaning down at the time. You can't throw those overhand rights. You got to bring him up.
Would you believe Duran is boxing him?
Yes, Morant, but he's stalking him. He's slowly cutting that distance between them. He's faking. He's slowly cutting. You see that?
Oh, he took a hard left hook, but he hit him back. Leonard wants to trade with him.
Leonard wants to trade with him, and Duran is willing to oblige. Leonard is not backing off. Leonard is not running. He wants to exchange with Duran.
How about that cooking? Faked with the right hand and got him with the left hook.
Roberto the aggressor right now, Duran the aggressor. But Leonard is biding his time. He's getting his shots in. They've been even so far.
There's a lot of bad blood between the two. At the weigh-in, Leonard blew a kiss at Duran, and Duran answered with a word which I cannot repeat. Duran does not like this man. But Roberto is trying to stay cool. The fury, the intensity, you can feel it.
The intensity of Duran is incredible. But Sugar Ray is very cool, and he's punching very well, counter-punching coming in. They could catch each other.
Duran goes to the body, but he's wild. He's wild. He's wild, but his intensity is great. He did not hit Leonard.
The punches were not well landed.
Leonard goes to the body and doubles up to the head.
And Leonard is throwing leather. He is throwing bombs. Leonard is throwing everything he's got this first round. Number 5.
3 seconds to go in the round. 2-1. There will be no knockout in the first round. Ferdy, I really thought, and I'm telling you now, that Leonard was going to come out and try to end it right off the bat. Everybody said Duran, but I know Arcel's plan is he wants Duran to go 5 tough rounds because he feels that the longer the fight goes, the more it goes for Duran. We shall see.
Now watch this action. As Duran comes in, see, he is wide open coming in, but he is also punching. Now he drives him to the ropes and punches. Now watch Duran. He's completely out of balance. He's got to be a little bit cooler than that with Leonard, because Leonard will catch him off balance and finish him.
Leonard fighting flat-footed like he did against Pete Ranzani. I'm amazed. I thought he'd dance with this man and try to sucker him into a left hand. Angelo says Leonard does not have to dance on him. He does not want him backing up with Duran. And Duran is willing to do his thing. He's got Duran backing up.
There's a lot of feigning going on here. They're both trying to feel each other out still in spite of that hectic first round. But the Leonard fast hands are something to see.
So are Duran's.
Duran is charging in like the charge of the Light Brigade. He's almost throwing caution to the wind. You see that charge? It's intensity, it's fierceness, it's fighting. Duran is throwing caution to the wind. That could cost him because Sugar Ray Leonard is cool.
Yes, he is. If you notice, though, Ferdy, he wants to catch Leonard with that right hand, and to do it, he's got to beat one of the greatest left hands in the business.
Duran is now closing the distance.
Boy, I tell you, I was going to say they're going to try to establish that, but son of a gun.
Look how close Duran is getting. They started out way apart.
Good jab by Duran. Oh, he hurt Leonard! He hurt him! He got him going! He hurt Leonard with the left hook!
He buckled Leonard, and he feels it. He's holding on.
Leonard is in trouble!
The referee is very ineffectual here. He has not been able to get him off. He's chasing him to the ropes. Duran with 2 shots. 3. He's got him in the ropes again. Padilla very ineffective. He cannot break him when he wants to.
Padilla. All right.
53 seconds
You can
to
see
go.
the clock, right. Padilla has been criticized so much about breaking guys, he doesn't want to break.
He can't break. Leonard's holding on too hard.
Yes. Leonard in trouble in round number 2.
Someone just threw a cushion in full of water and hit buckets.
Leonard now winding up and banging with both hands. But Duran getting under them. Oh, the right hand hurt Leonard again. Leonard fighting back.
A wonderful display of courage by Leonard.
What a fight!
It's down to 7 seconds. 6, 5, and Duran has established himself. This
round is over. Here you are.
Here you go. Watch, man.
Watch.
Left hook got him in trouble. Now watch his legs. Leonard's legs buckled. He could not control himself. And now watch as he holds Duran. Now watch this other shot. A missed left hand by Leonard. Roberto measuring him. A left hook, a right hand that flushes, and a left hook right on the button. And Angelo looks worried.
Ferdy, did they make a mistake?
They only made one mistake. They signed this fight. Roberto Duran is getting instructions from the corner. Angelo has got Leonard ready to go out and fight this 3rd round.
That's probably the hardest punch he's ever been hit with as a professional. He might have been hit close to that by Bruce Curry. Round number 3, Duran. Leonard still stays flat-footed with him.
Leonard is reacting to every little feint. Every little feint of Duran's is causing him to flinch. He's a little gun-shy now.
He is.
And
yes,
now's the time for Duran to take advantage of that.
He is gun-shy. Absolutely. At this moment, Duran has him compelled, but he still has those quick hands.
And I think he's got him intimidated.
Unbelievable. Duran working on him again.
Duran working on that body, and that's going to cost Ray. Because if Ray doesn't get out of there, he's going to get his ribs broken. He's punching with the intensity that only Roberto Duran can punch with.
Why would they want Leonard to take him inside?
Leonard in trouble again. His knee just buckled at that right hand, but he's coming back fighting. Now this is stupid of Leonard to get stuck on the ropes with Duran belaboring him. There he's got him again.
Duran ran into a right hand that was a little high. You know that Leonard is pulling an Ali?
Yes, but only Ali has been able to pull an Ali. What he's taking is some body shots that are going to kill him later on.
Duran getting under Leonard's shots. It's been an incredible third round, an incredible second, an incredible first. They said, could it live up to the advanced billing? Leonard might have hurt Duran a little bit. Look at Duran.
Duran is landing 10 punches to every one for Leonard. Unless Leonard can catch him off these ropes, I don't know how he can hope to win this fight this way.
Would you believe Leonard trying to match Macho with Macho?
Yeah, he's been reading the papers, and that's too bad. He should have been fighting from outside. Movement is what he needs, movement. Leonard coming on good with a combination, but it didn't seem to hurt Roberto. Roberto right above us.
Leonard with a furious assault to the body.
Leonard throwing everything he's got into the punches. Roberto ducking under him and keeps punching, keeps coming.
Angelo thinks Roberto is vulnerable in the body.
Well, let me tell you right now, Leonard's throwing hard.
What a round. End of the third round. You're looking at Roberto Duran and Arcel exhorting him. I just turned around to look at Wilfredo Benitez. Wilfredo? What do you think?
Duran not going away. I will be knocking him out in 2 rounds, you know, because in my best condition, nobody can beat me.
What do you think about this
Who
fight,
do you think is winning right now? ¿Quién gana ahora?
So I seen the fight, so...
Say it again. We had to get away for a moment. Who do you think is winning right now, Wilfredo?
It's even the fight.
Even fight. Gracias.
I don't see it that way at all. That was Wilfredo Benitez, a former welterweight champion, but I have Duran ahead at this point.
Mesdames et messieurs, nous avons dans l'arène avec nous le président du Conseil mondial de la boxe et President of WBC, Seigneur José Suleiman, le président de la Fédération canadienne et President of the Canadian Federation, Murray Sleep, le président de la Commission athlétique de Montréal et President of the Montreal Athletic Commission, Arthur Gagnon, et le président exécutif du Conseil mondial de la boxe et Executive President of the World Boxing Council, Piero Fini, from Italy. officiel des juges. Here is the official decision. Le juge Badirou. Duran, 146, 146. Leonard, 144, 144. Le juge Potelli. Duran, 147, 147. Leonard, 147, 147. Le juge Gibbs. Leonard, 144. Duran, 145. Le nouveau champion du monde, Roberto Duran. Roberto Duran, campione.
I was a little perturbed by the look of Chavalo as he weighed in early this morning. He was very pale and I thought looked uneasy. Their ages you see, the weights 217 and a half, Muhammad Ali, 220 for Chavalo. I thought Chavalo would come in at about 218, but he looks very taut and in shape at 220. And I can only tell you with great emphasis that the man everybody was watching in terms of shape and condition was Muhammad Ali, and he has pleased everybody in that respect, but mostly himself. At height, 6'3", 6'1" for George, and Chavalo will give up 4 inches in reach, and this, of course, will be critical insofar as he is a fighter with short punches, throws very short, and likes to come inside, of course, but at long range is not particularly effective. Chavalo has predicted a knockout. Muhammad Ali says he will be the first man to knock George Chavalo off his feet. This is the second reckoning. They fought before. Muhammad Ali won a 15-round decision, but says it was the hardest fight he ever had. He was hit harder by Chavalo than anyone with the exception of Joe Frazier. And now Chavalo has to think about this. He knows that Muhammad Ali usually comes out a little bit slower, works into full speed by the third round when he's shooting those left jabs and pumping the right hand with authority. Chavalo, we thought, would come out smoking. Chavalo thought he might, but you never know until the very last second. Chavalo's idea will be to cut off the ring a little bit. It's been the idea of everybody who has fought Muhammad Ali, and of course they have been unsuccessful, with the exception of Frazier. Frazier was able to do it because with one blow he could slow you down considerably. Chavalo has punching power, but not with a Joe Frazier. When Chavalo is a counter-attacker, which he likes to fight like, he is not as effective as when he goes after his man aggressively. Chavalo, as we said, has never been knocked off his feet. Sometimes that's not particularly good. Sometimes it's good to be knocked off a little bit, lie around for a count of 8, and then come back. A minute has gone by in round 1, and Ali lands with a combination with not too much power, is dancing more springly, and a good solid combination by Ali rocked Chavalo, but he comes back. Ali is faster here in round 1 than we've seen him in his previous rounds against Mathis, against Mac Foster, and against Jimmy Ellis. 30 seconds remaining, or rather a minute 30 remaining in round 1. Chavalo has not yet landed anything too effectively. He chased Muhammad Ali in their previous fight, as you know. He won only 3 rounds out of 15. 2 were even on most cards. Chavalo has a little redness along the left eye. Muhammad Ali, apparently in love with the condition he is now in, just wants to fight up to the top of his feather, moving like we've never seen him in a first round of any of his fights. He was 213, I think, in his fight with Sonny Liston. The first or second time, surely. And that was his best weight.
All night long.
Ali threw one good combination. They are fighting the 5-point must system, as you know. Outside of that, Chavalo has not been hit very hard and has not landed too much back effectively. 30 seconds remaining in round 1. Still trying to cut off Ali. And that was a good solid look to the body. And good morning by Chavalo. Chavalo with a good rally. Enough to even up the round. And Ali now trying to win it back with that strong left hand.
10 seconds.
Ali allowed himself to be backed into the corner, and Chavalo said anytime he goes into a rope or into a corner, I'll be there. And he's saying, fight like a man. I can just see him say that now. And there's the end of round 1. Let's go to Ali's corner. Muhammad Ali, 36 fights, 35 victories, 27 KOs. He's lost but one, and that was to Joe Frazier in their memorable championship bout. Ali has trained more seriously, more dedicatedly for this fight than for any fight since the Joe Frazier fight. And then before that, you'd have to go back to the most important fights that led up to winning the World Championship from Sonny Liston. There was none of the backlashing, tongue-lashing, brash, up and down Ali that was at the Ali camp this time. He was sincere, he was closed-mouthed, worked very hard. As you know, he first went to Pennsylvania, chopped wood, ran and ran and ran, hit the bags as hard as he could, as often as he could, and kept that up consistently here in Vancouver, Canada. He's been a will-o'-the-wisp, which is contrasted with the kind of social boy he was in Tokyo and other places. Round 2. We're calling round 1 even. Chavalo, as you know, has been cut in previous fights, which have caused those fights to be ended. Chavalo first surfaced many years ago when he pinch hit and took on Mike DeJohn, I believe it was, and beat him. He's been battling 16 years. Solid left with a body by Chavalo. That's what he wants to do. Punching those hook hands into the body. Chavalo is one of the best left hookers in the business today. A good solid right to the body by Chavalo. And Muhammad Ali is not returning enough combinations and enough hard hitting. But look at Ali move about. Have you ever seen a heavyweight move like that? Chavalo is an up-and-down fighter. Ali ties him up effectively. It was against George Chavalo that Ali did a kind of a cute thing that he kept doing against Mike Foster, holding Chavalo's head down, leaning against the ropes, and begging Chavalo to hit him harder in the stomach. That was in their first fight. I will tell you a little bit more about that if it happens. Again. This is round 2. Chavalo was tagged with a solid combination in round 1, has done most of the heavy hitting and landing here in round 2. A good, solid left to the chin by Ali. You maybe did not see it because of the camera angle. And a good right to the jaw by Ali. And Chavalo is talking to him. 1 minute left in round 2. Ali beginning to taunt Chavalo. Chavalo wants him to stand still and fight. 40 seconds left in round 2. Ali reminds me here of the Ali I saw against Zora Fali in Madison Square Garden. That left jab. Chavalo come back. Solid left right to the face. Returned by Chavalo to take care of the 2 jabs that Ali sunk. Ali trying the bolo now. Suddenly reverses and throws the right hand out with good power.
Bring him home, Sam.
Ali began to throw that bolo a little bit more. He's Foster in Tokyo and like the way it worked, he told me. Now Chavalo is taunting him. Seconds only remaining in round 2. And there it is. Chavalo did not come out as fast as he said he would, but he is fast enough. And he is carrying the fight at least 75% of the time. This is George Chavalo. He is managed by Irving Ungerman, who is leaning in, the balding gentleman on the right. Ungerman besieged him to quit the ring some 4 years ago. And for a little while, Chavalo thought he might. He had fought enough to realize he was not going to reach the championship. He had been defeated by Floyd Patterson, and he felt that was about it. Then I think it was the defeat by Joe Frazier, really, that turned the tide. And then he decided he would fight on, and Ungerman said, okay, if you are going to fight, I'll remain as your manager, but I will no longer take a penny in commissions. And that's the arrangement, the association between George Chavalo and Irv Ungerman, and I think it's the unique one in boxing history. Chavalo coming out against Muhammad Ali for round 3, and this crowd at the Pacific Coliseum whipping up to this fight. Now Muhammad Ali going into the famous Ali dance, keeping his eyes sectioned at the midsection of George Chavalo. Chavalo wants the body. And then suddenly shifts his attack to the head.
Don't stop sticking in.
Chavalo came to, I guess, the peak of his particular career when he stopped Jerry Clark. Jerry gets another chance at Muhammad Ali on the 26th of June in Las Vegas. In all candor, Muhammad Ali looks as if he hasn't even been working too hard. Untouched, moving at will, hands down loose. And I suspect waiting for Chavalo to tire himself, punch himself out a little bit
Don't stop sticking in.
before he begins the night's work in seriousness. 1 minute remaining in round 3. I want to check that. It's 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining.
Stick it. Get him drunk with that left.
Ali has not done much offensively since round 1. Chavalo got most of the hard blows in round 2. Chavalo looks clear-eyed, and incidentally looks a lot better now than he did when he was on the scales this morning. Very pale, very pallid, didn't talk. Ali was very quiet too. It was kind of a somber session, hardly the kind that surrounds a Muhammad Ali fight. About a minute left in round 3. It has slowed down. The hard hitting came by Chavalo in round 2. The good hitting by Muhammad Ali in round 1.
Poison on him.
And done it, determined. Chavalo makes the point. A good solid left to the face by Chavalo. Nobody has treated Ali that way lately. And a beautiful combination by Muhammad Ali in return. It's when he begins to throw those that you know he's got the sense of the fight and is ready to make his move. In previous fights, he could not do that very well or too much. It required better conditioning. But he has the better conditioning now. 20 seconds remaining, round 3. Ali hasn't stopped dancing since the bell sounded. Good, solid rocking left hand by Ali. Sneaked in against Chavalo, and that has bothered Chavalo. Only seconds remaining in round 3. And that left hand sneaked into the chin, which we barely saw, we barely caught, has bothered Chavalo. There's the bell ending round 3. We're glad to acknowledge the presence ringside of Bud Schulman, who has no peer as a novelist or a writer, particularly in the world of sports. And he has just penned the book, Loser and Still Champion, about Muhammad Ali. And Bud is sitting right beside him. Bud, we've got this, we've got quite a bath. We've spilled the water over everything we own, including our trousers and all our notes. Bud, how's this fight look to you so far?
Well, I thought Ali had the first 2 rounds. He looked awfully good. I think he's in the best shape he's been in since his comeback.
Right there at
Chavalo is mean and tough, and it's going to be interesting now.
Bud, we're looking forward to reading your book. I understand it's a brilliant fight.
Well, thank you. Still loser and still champion. We're hoping he's going to win tonight. I am, but he is the champion of so many people, and many people are rooting for him. I know in Canada that many people are rooting for him.
Thank you very much, Bud Schulman. This is round 4. As we reported to you at the end of round 3, a sneaky short left hand to the chin hurt Chavalo, and Muhammad Ali now still has that face as a target and landed again. And again. Chavalo, you know, had a serious eye operation a couple of years ago performed by the doctor who attends him in his corner, and we'll point him out a little bit later on. His right eye was cracked badly by a blow by Joe Frazier, and the eyeball actually dropped out of the socket into the skin patch below, and they had to build up the skin area underneath the socket with special material. Actually, it's made the right eye stronger in all senses, but he did have a very critical operation on that right eye. Minute gone by in round 4. Ali letting Chavalo get away from him a little bit. But remember, Chavalo has great endurance, great durability, and just when you think you have him, he comes on like that. The left hand landed well, the right hand was a grazing blow. Muhammad Ali pacing himself very well, very well. He's got to get past Chavalo, and he's got to go to Quarry in June, and this is the last leg of a long trip back to a squared circle with Joe Frazier. Remember that as fighters go today, Chavalo probably can take more punishment than any fighter, including champion Joe Frazier. But just when it looks like he's going to be counted out, I mean knocked down, look out, he'll come back, and like that. But Ali, speeding up his punches now, he has landed 2 good telling combinations. And soon it will begin to blind and slow down Chavalo a little bit. He has the heavy overhanging brows, which begin to puff up and spoil his sight. Ali ties him up just when Chavalo had a rally going. The time is being called. Muhammad Ali's left shoe is on the. Muhammad Ali is right over our corner. Boos coming up from the crowd at the Pacific Coliseum, but unnecessarily so. They are fighting, incidentally, with 8-ounce gloves. And there was a bone of contention earlier this week as to whether they would fight with 8 or 10-inch gloves. 10-inch gloves would be required by the Vancouver Athletic Commission. But that was waived after Ungerman, manager of Chavalo, put up one heck of a smell about it. He had had bad results with the 10-inch gloves, which are made in Mexico. They're wearing Everlasts here, which are 8-ouncers and made in the United States. And we don't wish to get into national politics about it, but that is just a statement of the fact. Chavalo still has no planned attack, mainly to get to the body, slow him up enough so he can get to the head.
That beat you's coming. Get that beat you's
Seconds only remaining. Another good combination by Muhammad Ali in round 4. And there's a replay of their first round. Not enough time for heavy hitting to be critical for Chavalo. Seconds only remaining in this round. And there is the bell. Murray Pessin is the promoter here of this match at the Pacific Coliseum. Robert Arum represents Top Rank and Hank Schwartz, Video Techniques. Now we're peering into the corner of George Chavalo. The man standing on the upper right, whose face is just out of reach, is the doctor who performed, there he is now, who performed the eye surgery on Chavalo. Chavalo, by the way, is a man who has saved his money after 16 years of boxing. He has enough money to have bought a ice rink, which he is building actually in Toronto. He owns a number of other businesses. The relationship with Ungerman has been a warm one and a good one, and I wish it would happen to other fighters. Chavalo's mother and father once worked for Irving Ungerman. He owns a poultry processing farm or factory. And there has been a father-son relationship between Ungerman here and George Chavalo, the 3-time Canadian heavyweight champion. And out they come. Round 5. Muhammad Ali ahead, but he has been pestered and he has been hurt by George Chavalo.
Let's bring him home. Let's bring him home.
When we say hurt, this doesn't mean he has been shot to pieces or anything like that. But sometimes from a hard blow thrown by Chavalo, you can see glances of concern cross Ali's face and their reflexes. They do hurt. That's a risk. That's just a slip. Chavalo is landing more to the body than previous opponents have, and he can't hurt. He is at 220 pounds, while Muhammad Ali is at 217 and a half. A famous writer in Toronto, Milt Donnell, said that if taking punishment was the meter of being a champion, Chavalo would have been champion long ago and for a long time. They are both in excellent condition. Round 5.
Keep spanking him.
If you want to make comparisons, when Ali goes against Quarry, Quarry will throw faster level, but not necessarily harder than Chavalo, and probably not. Chavalo's still trying to cut off the ring, but not being able to. And I would have thought that Muhammad Ali would be moving to Chavalo's right to get away from that left hook. Now he is. He mixes it up. And again, Muhammad Ali very quickly landing the combination. Then tying his man up. Chavalo telling Dave Brown, referee, that Ali is holding him. As I report to you, Chavalo still breathing very well, not appearing to be out of gas. Even though he has chased Muhammad Ali considerable distance, they're fighting inside an 18-foot ring. Earlier this afternoon, they foisted a 16-foot ring. In a couple of cases, notably in the Chavalo case, and lastly in the battle against Mac Foster in Tokyo. You'll remember that Ali stayed in the corner against the ropes, had his hands down on the neck of Mac Foster, and was asking him to hit him harder in the body. And Foster could only feebly throw hands at the body. The same happened to Chavalo. So we have finally found out from speaking to a number of good trainers, experts in their field, that what happens is that the pressure that Ali applies at the back of the neck when he holds his man's head inward while he beckons him to hit him with the body sort of cuts the wind out of the arms. Maybe it hits a nerve. Maybe it does something else. I don't know. But the minute he puts his hand on the back of a man's neck, the man can't do too much hard level throwing. That's the story. This is round 6. Chavalo was shaken up a little bit for the last flurry in round 5 as Ali came out of his corner. Now Ali is in a punching stance. Muhammad Ali's KOs have mostly come before the 7th round. What a rally by Muhammad Ali. Ali lands suddenly. Chavalo bleeding from the right eye. Chavalo can't stop anything. And Ali hitting him with everything under the sun. This is an unleashed Ali. This is the Ali that crowds have asked for, which he hasn't been able to give them in any fight since Joe Frazier. Chavalo's still strong, still standing on his feet. He's never been knocked off his feet, but he is hurt, bleeding from the nose, bleeding from the forehead, bleeding from a cut in the right eye section. There is plenty of time left for a KO by Ali. But with quick, bombastic blows, with hurricane effort, Muhammad Ali has suddenly busted up George Chavalo. Chavalo still throwing leather, but he is bleeding profusely along the right side of the nose, badly from the eye, from the forehead, and from the mouth. The question now will be, does Ali have anything to finish it off with? Or was this just another flurry of Ali's as he flurried against Mike Buster in round 3 at Tokyo? And still Chavalo stands. Ali has said he was going to knock him out, but he's still in there. The blows that he took would have knocked most opponents out. And still Chavalo comes forward. And I'm not going to say whether Ali was playing with him or not. All I know is he had Chavalo. He was all his. Threw everything at him, and he couldn't take it out. Ali, too, has been trying to get back that instinct for the kill, that ability to finish off an opponent. But he has always been something of an enigma insofar as finishing opponents off. The same is true of Chavalo. Chavalo's still in there throwing leather. But he has been busted up by Muhammad Ali, and he'll have a considerable amount of time to do at the end of this round. 30 seconds left in this round. Chavalo, I can tell you, can still see well. The eye is open. Maybe the doctor will be able to prevent any undue swelling, and the fight should continue at this pace. Chavalo breathing just a little bit more heavily. 18 seconds left in this round. Ali had that mid-round flurry, and that's been about it. He may be pacing himself. It may be all he has. He knows better than I do, and I'm sure he wants to find out. Dancing around the ring now. He seems to be all right, but he's not throwing. Let's see George Chavalo's round, and let's see how they patch him up. There's the doctor with his back to the camera. There's Ted McWater, the trainer, and Irv Argerman anxiously working over him. Perhaps by slow motion, we may be able to show you the flurry of Ali's, which did all the damage. So we'll just wait and see if we can do that. As you know, Chavalo has been stopped on cuts a number of times. Frazier stopped him on cuts in 3 rounds, and there is the attack by Muhammad Ali. It was a vicious attack. In one case, he hit him with the back of the glove. I think you'll see that in a minute. With the right hand. He hit him going down and again coming up. Well, we can't see from that shot. But the muscles look strong. They look in tune. Now he hits him. Coming up. And Chavalo has taken a gross amount of punishment. Gasping for air, but still throwing. What a round it's been. Round 7. Well, already this has been the fight that the promoters, that the fighters predicted. And it wasn't until the very last, I might say, that the sports writers of Vancouver and certain sections of Canada gave Chavalo any support whatsoever. He has been denigrated. He has been ranked down more harshly by local writers than any fighter of recent note, and he doesn't deserve it. Ali's corner calling for him to stick Chavalo at this point, maybe telling him not to go into exchanges of any power nature now.
You come to fight.
Chavalo has certainly come to fight tonight. This could be the last hurrah for George Chavalo. He may decide to hang it all up tonight. 16 years of fighting. He's won when he should have lost when he should have won. He's never been able to really put it all together. But he would deserve a standing ovation anywhere because of a dedicated fight career. Ali breathing a little bit heavily now as he backs into his own, as he backs into his own. But Chavalo with a fine rally to the body. I continue, Ali is breathing heavily. Sometimes the camera will not pick up the facial motions, the respiratory actions. I can see it all, and it is why I'm telling you some of these things. Ali, remember, could not finish Chavalo off in the previous round after having him going down the chute, and here has raised no attack of any consequence against Chavalo. It has been Chavalo carrying the fight. And Chavalo already, in my card, has won 2 rounds of this fight at least. He needs 1 more to already have a better, as good a record as he did against Ali in the previous fight. Again, the blood starts up at the forehead and at the temple of Chavalo. Chavalo's boxing has been a little bit better. This is the most talking I've seen between two important heavyweight contenders. Chavalo is claiming that Muhammad Ali is hitting him below the belt, and vice versa.
Get out of there! Keep moving. What's the matter with you? Get out of the
Just seconds remaining in round 6. We're going to take a look at Ali in this next round. That's the end of round 6. Chavalo came back strongly, and Ali had nothing to carry him through round 6. Ali has claimed that in their previous fight, George Chavalo hit him below the belt a considerable amount of times and hurt him. Chavalo's manager, Unbeaten, claimed that Ali was wearing some kind of a unique kind of dapper bod belt, which made it extremely easy for a fighter without meaning to hit below the belt. And Unbeaten has insisted that this time Ali wear the conventional belt, so there'll be none of that nonsense, and there'll be no low hitting claimed by anyone. A report has just come to me that some sports writers at ringside see the fight even as we go into round 8. And this commentator does not see it even, sees Ali ahead. Round 8. Generally speaking, when Ali has knocked out his foes, on balance, it has come before the 8th round. Chavalo has a better record for knockouts in the earlier rounds. His knockouts have usually come about the 4th round. He has 9 one-round KOs to his record. Ali looks set and smooth again, but he's not doing much sticking. At 217.5, I still feel Ali might shed 1 or 2 pounds. Chavalo having no luck in round 8 in caging Ali. Ali not so much sticking with the left hand as moving around, feinting with it, bobbing with the head, trying to draw a right. No damage there whatsoever. Ali held the incoming Chavalo at arm's length. Ali's body pounded pretty well there. A good stab. Ali looks for Chavalo's right hand coming in, and Chavalo hasn't landed too much with that. Every once in a while, when Ali scoots around Chavalo has a kind of a chagrined look, kind of a, oh, for goodness sakes, go with it. Chavalo scores there. We have the 5-point must system in this city in this fight. The loser of a round gets up to 4 points. Strangely enough, Ali seldom uses the Jack Johnson technique of stopping blows in midair. I haven't seen that since before his retirement.
Keep that poison on it. Don't you stop operating on it. Don't stop operating on it.
Under 30 seconds remaining in round 8.
Don't stop operating on it.
So far, rounds 6 and 7 have had the fireworks. Ali has slowed down perceptibly. And Chavalo is landing and scoring. Chavalo got the last touch. George Chavalo, Canadian champion, has had 86 fights, 68 victories, and 57 have been KOs. One of the great mysteries of boxing, as we said, won when he should have lost, lost when he should have won. Some of his great fights have been on short notice, as little as 17 days' notice. to come in and fight and win a major battle in Madison Square Garden. And incidentally, Sports Illustrated is at ringside following Ali around in a special story together with the people of Top Rank. And they remembered dubbing the last fight between Muhammad Ali and George Chavalo a Battle of the Lion Hearted. It is no less that tonight. Both, Sports Illustrated said, could hold their own on any street corner in the world. No question about that. Round 9. This will be a 12-round battle, remember? 5-point must system. Muhammad Ali soared each knockdowns or knockouts to make him credible in his attempt to regain top challenger status in his own mind and in the minds of a great many experts who are beginning to move Foreman up close to it, George Foreman, although Foreman has had nowhere near the amount of victories over important fighters. Chavalo's eye now bleeding again. He has a deep cut right above the right eye, and the right eye is cut a bit at the inside and cut underneath. But there's no danger from what I see in front of this fight being stopped in the immediate future because of any eye cutting or bleeding. And now let's see if Ali slips his hands over Chavalo's head. He's trying to. He's being told by his corner to get off the ropes. Solid attack by Chavalo and relentless. And Ali trying to find throwing room now. Chavalo with a great rally and bringing the crowd to its feet here at the Pacific Coliseum. What a fight this has been.
We come to fight! We come to fight! We come to fight!
Now Ali displaying some of the quickness of those hands. Ali coming right back, and there goes Chavalo. Although Ali has taken most of the hard punishment, it is Chavalo whose face indicates that he's taken a great deal of punishment. Only 20 seconds or so remaining in this round. Chavalo shows alternatingly flashes of weakness and the ability to come back. Now he's at the weak stage, and there he comes back. And now the blood beginning to flow. There's the bell. There is no question about it. Since his battle with Joe Frazier and recently before, George Chavalo, the man everybody downgraded, the man everybody ranked out, has put on the best fight with Muhammad Ali seen in several years, with the exception of Joe Frazier. It exceeds anything in toe-to-toe that Oscar Bonavena was able to pour on. Jimmy Ellis was helpless. Ditto Mathis. Ditto Mac Foster, who is regarded as an up-and-comer. And here's George Chavalo, 34, regarded as over the hill, showing dogged determination, dedication to the fight business, and not only that, but a whale of a left and right. Muhammad Ali on your screen. In his corner, Angelo Dundee, who has been with him since his emergence, who brought him to a world championship fight after only 20 fights. Great muscular architecture. This is round 10 coming up. I have a feeling Chavalo has come closer in scoring. That's an unofficial remark, of course, than he did in his first fight so far at Madison Square Garden against Muhammad Ali.
We didn't come to play, we come to fight.
But Ali told me he expected to knock Chavalo out. At least expected to knock him down for the first time in his career. It has not happened. There's nothing that seems as if it augurs that it will happen. Chavalo summons up great reserves of courage and energy. But Ali is now pinpointing that left hand. He banged it right on top of the head in only a little area left to him and scored. You can say what you will. You've seen a classier heavyweight than Muhammad Ali with more abilities to move in any direction, fire any kind of blows. I want you to call me and tell me where and when. Give him his due. A great athlete who incidentally says he can't stand sports. Chavalo belaboring the body. Ali confidently taking the body, licking him. Looking at where those blows are cutting, as tackling by Ray Robinson, and some of them are getting in. Chavalo just landed a good left and right to the place of the combination. That time, Ali could only come back feebly with the bolo. He's been told by his corner to come out and get Chavalo, but he can't summon it. Chavalo hurts you even if he hits your arms and hands. 1 minute remaining in round 10. We're at Pacific Coliseum, this being beamed in 37 nations across the world and the United States and Canada. This fight may not do as much for Muhammad Ali as it will do for George Chavalo. But of course, Ali has taken solid punishment. The body punches have only temporarily slowed him down. The slaps along the arm, the cracks along the shoulders and the forearms have not stopped him from putting it left in the face. He has mauled with Chavalo, so he's done everything expected of him. And he's got a little bit more time to prove his point. There's the bell. Remember that Ali's later shots, later knockouts have come in late round. It was the last round against Bonavena. He stopped Jimmy Ellis in the last round against him. George Chavalo, who some expect will retire tonight, win, lose, or draw. I wanted this last opportunity to be a hero before people who have supported him as the Canadian heavyweight champion 3 times in his life. He is currently the Canadian heavyweight champion. He took the Canadian title for the first time in 1968 from Jean-Claude Roy. As you well know, only battles between Canadians can evolve the championship, so that the Canadian championship is not at stake tonight, even if Muhammad Ali should win. Ali would have to be a Canadian citizen. Round 11. Let us see what Ali has come out to do. He's got 2 rounds, somewhat less, to knock Chavalo off his feet, to prove his own hitting prowess. We'll see whether he's got the power back to mill with Joe Frazier, that inevitable second fight of the century. Ali has not plastered Chavalo with his left to the face as much as I would have expected he would. Ali has tried, whenever possible, to mix with Chavalo. He has been willing to mix, but he's shown enough of the left jab and the dancing, as you see right now, to indicate he's got it at 30, as he had it the first time we saw him. Chavalo taking advantage of Ali's laziness and nailing him fast and with many punches and hard.
Come on, Tail. You're trying to steal his show.
Now Ali's corner saying, look out, champ. Chavalo is trying to steal the show. Ali being beseeched by his corner to be mean, to take it. They're saying throw the right. But Ali is being relentlessly pursued by Chavalo, who comes up hitting. But although he has taken solid punishment, only once in the 11th round so far have we seen Ali really appear to be hurt. A concerned look came across his eyes. 1 minute remaining in round 11. Chavalo seems to have enough energy left. And now Ali measuring in as if he wants it. Midway in the fight, Ali seemed to have Chavalo going. Either backed off thinking he could get him later. That hasn't evolved. Or maybe didn't have enough. Look at Chavalo go. No doubt Ali will again say Chavalo has given him one of the hardest fights of his career, win, lose, or draw. Good combinations by Ali. Ali is now bleeding from a cut along the right side of his right eye. Ali appears to be laboring a little bit, too. There's the win. Throughout this arena, throughout the world probably, sports fans have been sitting forward in their seats to see whether, indeed, Muhammad Ali will be able to prove that the knockout punch hasn't left him, that the knockdown punch hasn't left him, and that he is as good a puncher as he ever was. He seemed to have a small cut along the right side of the eye. It could possibly be that Chavalo's blood may have sprinkled over to Ali's eye. That sometimes happens. Looking in Chavalo's corner, he expected to be around for this final round, but appears to be around in pretty good shape. The bleeding has been controlled. Here we come. Most of the crowd at Palisades Coliseum standing, expecting a knockdown or a knockout, expecting Muhammad Ali will go all out and it begins at once. At the moment, Ali is not targeting his blows too well, but they're coming from everywhere. A good strong right by Ali has landed, and it has slowed Chavalo's punching up a little bit. Chavalo did not land anything after that last fight by Ali. Ali now with a bolo, but gets away from the left hand by Chavalo. Ali's punches don't have that much steam as Chavalo pours in on him. About 45 seconds have gone by in this 12th and final round. Ali tried a steaming attack right at the beginning, but there's Chavalo still standing and still throwing. You make up your own mind whether Ali has lost some of his punching steam. Chavalo is not cut up that badly either, now that the blood has been cleared away. Ali seems to have the energy, but not for throwing. That left hand was thrown with little energy over the head of Chavalo. And Ali is going to have to level those punches and hit him right on the target to stir Chavalo, that's all. A minute and a half left in this round, in this fight. Ali is getting advice from everywhere in the country and probably everywhere in the world at this point. Many who want him to beat Joe Frazier in their rematch want him to prove a lot of things against Chavalo, but it's not coming possible. About a minute left in this fight. And Chavalo still looks like he can take a lot more, and nothing's going to knock him off his feet. Here's a man in over 80 fights has never been knocked down. And Ali, who wanted to prove to himself, prove to the world that he had it, has only 50 seconds left to do that. With the right hand a moment ago, Ali threw the toughest punch of the night, and Chavalo in this fight. It has been a whale of a fight. Chavalo has got his chance. Chavalo with a surprising late fight rally against Holly when we thought it would be going the other way at this point. Holly with not too much speed and missing a lot more than he wants to. Only 9 seconds left. Watch that little thing on the bottom of your screen. They're going to get off now. Well, you will hardly hear it. Chavalo still stands, and he is still getting up the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, while we are waiting for a decision, how about a great round of applause for two great champions! From the boxing capital of the world, Vancouver!
Muhammad,
We are
this is
waiting
for closed circuit
decision.
television all over the world.
Say hello to everybody back in
Were you surprised?
Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and all my friends.
How do you feel, Muhammad?
Oh, I feel good. I'm surprised in the win. Down to 217.
Were you surprised by the Battle of George Chavalo?
Right. I finished George, then 4 years old, now 34. He would be a little slow, but he was in good shape. He fought me better than he fought everybody.
Are you disappointed that you could not knock him off his
No,
feet?
I'm not. I tried when I honestly predict around or say I'm going to do something and to have the time to do it and don't do it. I don't feel bad, but we got to get Joe Frazier. It's time for Joe Frazier.
What did you
I'm
want
fighting
to-
all the contenders every month. It's time for him to come on out of hiding and prove he's the real champ.
Muhammad,
real
what,
champ.
what did you want to prove to yourself in this fight? Did you do that?
Mainly that I can get my weight down to what it used to be. Also, go a grueling 12 rounds with this man if I had to and not have a scratch or a bruise, which I don't. Tried to knock him out, had him shook, but he wouldn't go.
Why couldn't you finish him, Muhammad?
He's got a short neck and he keeps his neck down. He's strong, and we don't always knock him out.
Did you feel in danger at any time yourself?
Once he hit me low, but he accidentally do it. Usually hit me low, but this time he didn't.
Any prediction about what might happen against Jerry Quarry in the next battle? Any prediction about what might happen with Jerry Quarry?
I don't think Jerry Quarry is this rough. He just knocked out Quarry. Quarry was winning, but he knocked him out. But Quarry's a good fighter, and I think a true champion should fight everybody, every month if have to, and no tricks, no gimmicks.
Okay. Thank you. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. So there it is, as
and they will wait for
I want a
George.
good, clean fight. In case of a knockdown, we'll go to the furthest neutral corner. When I say break, I want you to step back, and I want you to break clean. Is that clear? Keep your guard up at all times. Shake hands. Thank you.
Could be tough for referee Don Smart, the smaller referee working a heavyweight fight, and with George it's a super heavyweight fight. After 10 years out of the ring, he came back at the age of 39, now 42 years old, 3 years in the comeback. He has accomplished what he set out to do. He's had little resistance so far from the opposition he has handpicked, but for the most part, the cynicism, the sarcasm is gone from the critics, and Foreman's name is now part of the heavyweight championship picture. And tonight he is facing an opponent. If George, when he was coming back, would, and right off the bat, Lacusta wobbled at 6'1" and 216. This is the typical opponent George Foreman would picture in his comeback, and the kind of opponent he fought essentially earlier in the comeback.
Well, this is the kind of opponents that Foreman must face. He must face the Joe Frazier type opponents, the fighters who come at him right now. Lacusta trying to get Foreman into the later rounds, but he needs those fighters that are shorter than he is and the kind that run after him to throw punches. All George wants to do is sit back and throw those big, sweeping, slow, heavy-handed punches. What he does not want to face is the Muhammad Alis of the world, the current Muhammad Alis, the Tim Witherspoons, the Buster Douglases, somebody big heavyweight with a good left jab.
George Foreman, as we had talked about before, Sean, at this point, right on the threshold of having a fight with Tyson or Holyfield or Douglas. Most fighters in that position would wait around for the fight, would not even step in the ring, although if George loses this fight, it would be one of the major surprises.
Don't hold his head.
But he's looking for a workout right now, wants to keep active, and also helps him as far as his weight is concerned. Even though he's at 261.5, one of the highest in his comeback, feels if he wasn't working out and fighting, he could balloon 280, 290, 300 pounds. George now working the jab, and Lacusta is on the run. George, who started his comeback 3 years ago, weighing 325 pounds. This is a guy who, in his prime, weighed 217.5 in the championship victory over Frazier, and 220 pounds against Ali. But he is very happy using weight as his advantage now. He says he is never fast, never will be. May as well go bigger is better. And he comes in at 261.5. He's been down to around 250 in some of his earlier comeback fights.
And he didn't like it down that low. He wants to be a big, big heavyweight, heavy, and he is. The reason he's fighting so much is for those after-fight parties, the post-fight cheeseburgers that he gets to eat. If he didn't fight, he wouldn't be able to have those.
Closing seconds of round number 1. And that was one of the active first rounds for George Foreman against such an opponent. George doesn't sit down in the corner as he listens to some instructions, and let's find out a little more about George.
Don't pull on me. Do no better than that.
This way and go that way. You understand what I mean? You understand? Don't stand too close to him. Make him work. Make him work. Try to overhand. Hit him with overhand right.
George Foreman actually getting instructions from Charlie Shipes, whispering instructions in his ear. Shipes, a former world welterweight champion.
George Foreman, who started this comeback, it's a big joke to many. He's getting about $25,000 a fight, more of exhibitions and sideshows. They made $1.5 million against Cooney.
Now here's where Foreman is turning up the heat.
Yep.
Lacusta came out and he tried to get the control of this fight. Right here is where George is dangerous. Right now, a back elbow from George. And he gets a warning for it.
Don Smart standing up to George Foreman, who over the ages has learned every trick in the book. He uses those big arms, 19-inch biceps.
Don't hold his head.
And Lacusta now gets a warning.
Break, step back.
Lacusta sparred with Mike Tyson for the Buster Douglas Tokyo fight. He has faced the likes of Trevor Berbick and Frank Bruno and Michael Dokes and Razor Ruddock. He went the distance with Berbick, stopped by the other three. He has actually faced better fighters than George has during George's comeback.
The light heavyweight
Oh,
speed.
there's George turning it on in the corner. Lacusta holding.
Right now, Ken is trying to use his light heavyweight speed, trying to move around Foreman. But it's just a matter of time. Target practice for George. turned up the intensity this round.
We have seen a couple of George Foreman's in the comeback. Early where he would coast and just pick his spots, one-shot punches. And then, for instance, in the Cooney fight, where it really picked up the intensity and the combinations, and he has picked it up early in this one. Again, overmatched situation against Ken Lacusta, 35-year-old out of Edmonton.
Right now, Al, George is having trouble finding the mark. He's a little bit off in this fight, not able to hit the button. He should have Lacusta out of there. Lacusta right now has his mouth wide open. Easier to knock a fighter out with that mouth wide like that.
Foreman comes in figuring for Lacusta, saying if you want to win, you can't run, you have to fight. Most opponents who that size disadvantage against Foreman figure they may be able to move and stay away. But eventually Foreman has found everybody.
Everybody is right. Right now he's going to the body of Lacusta. He hurt him with a left shot over there.
But Lacusta so far surviving the first 6 minutes.
Seconds out. Seconds out.
George Foreman returning to Canada. Last time here, April of 1975 in Toronto, when he faced 5 opponents in one night in an exhibition. It's taken 13 years before Canada is ready for George Foreman again. Going to the body of Ken Lacusta. Matter of fact, that exhibition, and there goes Lacusta here in the third.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Struggling to get to his feet.
He's not going to get up. He made it.
And the
Shaking
crowd
his head.
cheers the effort of Lacusta. Getting up. Oh, big right by Lacusta off the knockdown. Shakes up Foreman. Foreman walked right into it. And the crowd going wild. Foreman now will intensify his effort. As Foreman said before, you can take no one for granted. And there goes Lacusta down for the second time. The crowd urging him to get up again. 3 knockdown rule in effect. Will he make it? No! It is over. Lacusta goes out with a bang. And George Foreman could see all those dollars floating away as he takes a stunning shot from Ken Lacusta, but then comes on to take him out here in the third round.
And George turned it up after he tasted that right hand from Lacusta. A sweeping right hand from Kenny Lacusta. Really the first time that Foreman has been hit in his comeback.
The winner by knockout at 124 of the third round, the Punchin' Preacher, George Foreman.
George Foreman working up a sweat and sweating out a big shot from Ken Lacusta. 44th knockout in the first 3 rounds for George, and a 64th career knockout.
All right, you men are both champions. You received my instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands. Protect yourselves at all times, men.
Touch gloves now, you're boxing the bell. God bless you both.
Michael Griffin with the final instructions as we take a look at the tail of the tape. A slight height and reach advantage for the southpaw Marcus Brown, and indeed an experience advantage as well, but Beterbiev, the lineal light heavyweight champion, putting that title on the line here in our main event. Corey Erdman and Steve Molitor on the call for you here tonight. Artur Beterbiev in the black trunks, Marcus Brown, the southpaw, in the red, white, and blue.
Marcus Brown popping that jab early from the southpaw stance. He's going to he wants to let Beterbiev know that he's going to keep that jab on, try to keep him at bay, and not let Beterbiev get any sort of confidence to keep applying pressure to him.
And I think that the conceit with Beterbiev in the early rounds is that he might lose some of them, but that doesn't mean that he's losing control of the fight. Because we have seen Beterbiev not give away rounds in the early going, but have a less than extraordinary punch output as he's just applying physical and mental pressure in the early going.
Exactly, Corey. He may lose the round on the scorecard, but he's winning it in the fight. He's breaking him down, he's walking his opponents down, applying pressure, landing body shots, landing head shots, landing arm shots. He's slowly breaking his opponent down the way he likes to do.
Let him go. Listen to my break.
Marcus Brown has said that Derek James hasn't changed a whole lot when it comes to his approach, but I feel like they have tidied some things up. There's a good body shot from Brown a moment ago.
Well, going into the biggest fight of his life, I don't think he'd want to make too many changes, Corey. I think a few fine touches wouldn't help, wouldn't hurt, but I don't think he would make too many changes, so hopefully that's the case here tonight from Marcus Brown.
Shot down the middle there from Marcus Brown. And one of the mistakes that Brown has made in the past, and he would admit it, and I'm sure everyone can see it, is that he likes to throw to the body, but sometimes when he pulls out, he pulls straight back. And those are the 3 times that Jean Pascal caught him, and it's the same shot that he's been caught with in previous fights as well. He gets clubbed with some rough stuff along the ropes.
And being a southpaw versus an orthodox, it's the last thing you want to do is pull back straight, and then line for the right hand. And that's what happened in his previous fights, and he does not want to do that against a big puncher like Beterbiev here tonight. But so far, he's slipped out of those hooks nicely, but not staying straight in line in front of Beterbiev.
If you're Marcus Brown or a supporter of Marcus Brown, this is how you would like this fight to look.
Absolutely, Marcus Brown is boxing brutally from the outside, but it's still very, very early. We know Beterbiev doesn't get off to crazy fast starts, and he slowly likes to just stalk his opponent, break him down, and he need nothing to lose for the first round for Artur Beterbiev. Mark Ramsey we were talking about earlier, when Brown goes to the body, throw that left hook, because he's usually right there for it. So they've clearly done their homework, as you would assume for a unification world title fight.
As round 2 begins of our main event here. Looking for another body shot, then rifling about 9 of them in the clinch. Brown has always been a good body puncher, and we often think of fighters who are described as capital B boxers, guys like Marcus Brown, that they must necessarily be counterpunchers. And I've always felt that Brown isn't necessarily a counterpuncher. I've felt that when he's at his best, he's moving, but he's also dictating when the exchanges start. When Brown is at his best, I feel like he's getting off first.
Absolutely. Just because the guy's walking you forward doesn't mean they're being the more aggressive, because when somebody throws and misses and you hit him with a 3 or 4 piece, that's still aggression. Nice jab from Marcus Brown.
Not a lot of jabs from Beterbiev so far. Perhaps just been nullified here, as is often the case with orthodox fighters against southpaws. Of course, it's not impossible to outjab a southpaw, but Marcus Brown, pretty tricky guy to get your range on.
Tricky guy, fast feet, fast hands. Beautiful drop by Marcus Brown to get out of that corner.
Ducks under a right hand of Beterbiev, comes back with a left hand of his own. The quieter this fight is, the better it is for Marcus Brown.
Absolutely, especially with the crowd that's going to be behind Beterbiev in his first defense in front of his hometown crowd. You know they're going to go wild when he starts landing some good clean shots.
No push.
Brown trying to get his respect there on the inside. Shoe shine body work, now back to his jab.
Very good up there. Gorbus.
Final 10 seconds of round 2. Not a lot happening, but Marcus Brown, the busier fighter, certainly landed more shots here in the second round, and you'd have to think that's 2 rounds in the bank for the challenger.
Wait for the bell, man. Wait for the bell. Box.
Round 3 underway, and this isn't unusual territory for Artur Beterbiev, as we've referenced. Although he dropped Adam Dinas in the opening round, he didn't look great in the early going against Dinas. He looked a little sluggish. He didn't look great in the early going against Enrico Colling either. But Beterbiev typically, not typically, has always found his opening 100% of the time, as is evidenced by his record.
You can't do that every time.
But there are some who feel like Beterbiev has started to slip a little bit, like he might be on the back 9 of his career. And there's those people who think that Marcus Brown has a very real shot in this fight, and Brown is proving those people right in the early going. Shot there from Beterbiev. A couple signs of life from the champion here in the third round.
Get off his foot. You too, Marcus.
Brown, of course, a part of that 2012 U.S. Olympic team that is just absolutely stacked. 6 fighters from that team have won world titles. Jojo Diaz, Rashi Warren, Jose Ramirez, Errol Spence Jr., his stablemate, Clarissa Shields, and his other stablemate, Jamel Herring. Ramirez, Spence, and Shields have won unified titles. Every single fighter from that team, except for Queen Underwood, has at least fought for a world title as a professional, now that Marcus Brown has stepped in the ring here tonight. Just a terrific team was that 2012 squad.
That's a stacked Olympic boxing team.
Good shot there from Beterbiev. That's where Brown has to be careful.
So there's a good right hand and then followed up by another good left hook by Beterbiev.
Back up. Box.
In terms of numbers, Brown did the better work there. He had a good combination to the body, but it's exactly those sequences where he's found himself in trouble in the past.
He doesn't want to be leaning against some ropes against a guy like Beterbiev.
Beterbiev now starting to open up.
Beautiful right hand down there. But Brown throwing some heavy shots too and caught in the backfire there.
Brown earning his respect, but Beterbiev starting to gain a little confidence at the end of round 3.
We'll see if Beterbiev listens to his cornerman.
And more specifically, Scully just said, hey, remember how you didn't want to hit guys to the body, your sparring partners?
Because they're going home.
They're going home. Send this guy home.
Break, stop. No punches, no punches.
Right hand sneaks through there from Beterbiev.
Get off his foot, man.
Couple quick punches by Marcus Brown up the middle there.
To your point, Steve. Brown finding himself. Oh, that is a nasty gash right in the middle of the forehead of Beterbiev, and he is leaking all over the place.
We got unintentional clash of heads. Yeah, but me. It doesn't matter. It's unintentional. Both cut.
And Brown,
both men are cut.
Sporting a
it's
cut.
Unintentional clash of heads.
Over his right eye as well.
But let me tell you something, you get a head cut there, Corey. The head bleeds so much more. It's just, look at it just squirt out of Beterbiev's head. But Brown, with a cut over his eye, is not going to have an easier night.
Let's go.
That cut is pouring blood from the forehead of Beterbiev. Let's see if we can catch this clash of heads.
Right, no punches.
There it was. He was slipping over to the left.
Don't punch. Let him go.
Well, we are back to action.
Listen to my command.
Both corners going to have their work cut out from him in between rounds, Corey.
Russ Anber not in the corner of Artur Beterbiev here tonight, unfortunately. Tested positive for COVID. We send our best wishes
to
Russ. As things getting a little messy here on the inside.
Both men may be sensing a little desperation with those cuts.
Right, no punches.
And to Marcus Brown's credit, he's not letting Beterbiev bully him. He's definitely firing back when things are getting messy on the inside.
If he has any dream of winning this fight, he cannot let Artur Beterbiev bully him around and box, bang him around.
Brown looked like he might have been stuck on the ropes trying to spin out. Beterbiev's corner telling him when Brown goes to the ropes, just bang him to the body. Beterbiev just wearing a crimson mask right now in the final minute of round 4. And Marcus Brown doesn't look all that much better. Hard body shot from Beterbiev as he goes back downstairs with the left hand.
You can just hear the power of Beterbiev when he throws those shots, when they land on the arms or body. You can just hear the noise they make and how strong he is.
Marcus Brown throwing hard shots to the body in response as well. You have to hand it to him. He is trying to stand up to Beterbiev in his kind of fight. We mentioned that the first 2 rounds looked the way that you would want them to if you're supporting Marcus Brown. Well, these are the rounds that look like the kind of fight that Artur Beterbiev wants.
Listen to me. You do your job, we do our job, okay?
Between rounds here.
This fight's going very good for us, but you need to focus, okay? No emotional. You stay tactic, okay? Good breathe. And you keep going with this good defense. What kill him now, it's you touch him good, and if you don't touch him, you good. He always touch you in the glove, okay? I want you to continue like that. Good job, but please, go to the body. Go to the body for kill. You stopped a little bit this round, that was better. I want the same pressure. Water. Okay, the same
Get
pressure.
another look at that clash of heads, and that is a...
There it was right there.
That gash on the forehead of Beterbiev
is deep.
I mean, we'll use a Canadian currency reference here. That is a loony deep on the forehead of Artur Beterbiev.
Start of the bell, time. You first. I'd like to see the doctor.
Yeah, the doctor's going to take a look at both fighters here.
Both guys. He's cut.
I want you to just look at the cut and tell me he's okay to continue. Okay, that's good. Thanks very much, Mark. You go right there. Over in the other corner. We're gonna run around. You can't do. One more round. Okay. Oh, you can't touch it. Wait in that corner. Wait in that corner.
Wow, you heard it. There's the possibility that Beterbiev is only being given one more round. But of course, it's a clash of heads.
Accidental headbutt, so Corey, I'm not sure the exact rules. Do they go to the scorecards?
Go to the scorecards, yeah. But
well, Brown had a couple good early rounds, but let's see if there's any desperation from either man.
Well, and we've also heard that from ringside physicians many times, too. One more round turns into one more round each and every round.
No punches. Don't push his head down.
But he's losing a lot of blood in there, Corey.
Left hand down the middle from Marcus Brown. Beterbiev is pouring blood.
Off his foot, man. Arthur, get off his foot.
Michael Griffin warning Beterbiev, don't step on Marcus Brown's foot. As Beterbiev getting other instructions from his corner, which are to go to the body. Good upper body movement there from Marcus Brown, making that a little bit difficult.
This is better work from Beterbiev. This is where he wants to be. He wants to keep his guy trapped in the ropes, not let Marcus Brown swing around and move off the ropes and throw those counter shots.
Off his foot. I want to take a point. He's stepping on his foot.
A beautiful jab by Beterbiev.
Referee Michael Griffin warning Beterbiev that he's going to take a point if he keeps stepping on his foot. He feels that it's intentional.
I don't know if that's, I'll be honest, I've been in boxing my whole life and I've never heard of that because I've been a southpaw and I've accidentally or on purposely stepped on the foot of an orthodox fighter. And I've never been threatened to get a point taken away. A good little short left hand underneath for Marcus Brown.
Marcus, you can't Marcus. You want to use a little point on that break, man. You got to stop punching.
That's good work from Beterbiev. 3 and 4. Oh, a good right hand by Beterbiev.
20 seconds left to go in the round as Beterbiev finding some
good
openings.
Right hands.
Brown trying to counter off the ropes, but Beterbiev just overwhelming him right now. And Brown just covering up as the seconds tick away. Will they give Beterbiev another round? Look at that, the doctor's not consulted, so we fight on. Round 6 underway. Definitely the best round, the most conclusive round of the fight for Artur Beterbiev.
Absolutely. Like we said earlier, sometimes it takes a little bit to get going. And now he's almost in full throttle here. By the end of that last round, I think getting Marcus Brown a little shook with those overhand rights.
Right, no punches, no punches. Let's go, step back. Watch your heads, guys.
Good left hook from Beterbiev. Freezes Brown along the ropes, who again is in exactly the territory that Beterbiev wants.
That's where Beterbiev wants his fight to be. He'll be most effective in there when Marcus Brown's trapped in the corner. Marcus Brown was successful earlier. He was getting all the way around that ring. I feel when he's backing himself in that corner, he can't go anywhere, and that is an easy night for Beterbiev when he has his opponent stuck in the corner like that.
That right hand from Beterbiev just missed. Might have grazed the top of the head of Marcus Brown. But to your point, Steve, where Brown was a second ago in the center of the ring, when he was having his best moments. But when he's trying to counter off the ropes, he's almost banking on the ability to make Beterbiev miss 70% of the time and hurt him with his counters, which is a difficult game plan to enact.
The blood just flowing from Beterbiev's forehead though.
Final minute of round 6.
Oh, and a beautiful 1-2 by Beterbiev.
He's behind it with a good left hook, and there's that right hand that he just wraps around the guard of Marcus Brown. You saw that shot a moment ago, that kind of hybrid scoop uppercut. That's the shot that Beterbiev's camp calls the Campillo. It's the shot that he knocked Gabriel Campillo out with, and when you hear them call that out, that is what they're asking Beterbiev to throw. Leaps in with a jab, comes behind it with a right hand, and Brown barely stays on his feet as this round comes to a close.
Over the past few rounds, I really feel like the output of Marcus Brown has really dropped. I don't know if it's from the cut or the constant pressure from Beterbiev, but his output has definitely dropped over the past couple of rounds.
Every time you have your best moment because you mix, every time you mix body head, you hurt him at every time. Okay? You need to continue like this. Big defense, pressure, and mix. Head body, head body, head body. It's simple. It's not for a sophisticated fight, Arthur. Come on.
That's a good left hook landed by Beterbiev. The majority, if not all, the good shots that have been landed by Beterbiev has been when Marcus Brown is stuck in the corner or stuck on the ropes. That's the worst place for him to be.
Get that body! Get that body! Body head, body head, body head. Come on.
You see the expert work of Beterbiev's corner too. Right as the bell ends at the end of the round, they run out with the towel and cover up his face. Make sure that this fight can continue. Round 7 begins here in our main event. The lineal light heavyweight championship on the line. The champion Artur Beterbiev fighting a nasty cut. And fighting a game challenger in Marcus Brown, who has a cut of his own, but not nearly as grotesque as Artur Beterbiev, who at times he's looking like Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 13. He is bleeding quite a bit in there. We've seen that power jab from Beterbiev a couple times over the last 2 rounds as well. Beterbiev was very hesitant to let that jab go in the opening 2 rounds, but he has found it over the last 6 minutes.
I feel that now that Marcus Brown has slowed down a little bit, I feel that he has a little more confidence to throw that power jab and really push Marcus Brown in the corner, circling him low like he's doing here.
Beterbiev is a tough man to contend with when he feels that he has you hurt. Good shot to the body.
Beautiful left hook to the body.
And a right hand right behind it, and Marcus Brown will take a knee.
Still lots of time left in this round, Corey.
You all right? Lift up your hands, show me you're all right. Box.
One minute and change is an eternity for the only world champion in boxing with a 100% knockout ratio. Let's see if Marcus Brown can hang on.
And Corey, to point some note, as I talked, as we mentioned earlier, Beterbiev isn't just an aggressive, tough fighter. He's skilled and smart. You see him make those small side steps to the right of Marcus Brown. take away the left hand when he has Marcus Brown on the ropes and dig those shots to the body. He's a very, very smart fighter, just like he did right there, and scoops that right hook. Or that specialty shot.
No punches. Let him go, Marcus. Let him go. Step back, Marcus. There you go.
Still trying to recover. Beterbiev, you see Brown just stationary. Beterbiev's able to turn him. He's able to get different angles. 10 seconds remaining here in round 7.
Even with the blood flowing, you got to give so much credit to the champion out of Beterbiev. He's creating these angles. He's using Marcus Brown's body to push him and sidestep him. Very entertaining round. Blood is flowing. Even more so for the champion, Arthur.
You hurt him because you mix again, and after you hurt him, you stop doing this. You need to continue like that, okay?
You see how I mentioned earlier, how he takes him with that left hook, followed by the straight right hand down the middle. That's what his advantage. But look at the angles he's taking.
Come on, champion.
You mentioned earlier how Brown can be susceptible. He goes to the body, getting countered to the head. What Beterbiev's corner has been telling him all fight long is that if you open up, you can open up around upstairs, and that's exactly what we saw in that knockdown.
Absolutely, and he's been doing it for a couple rounds, mixing up body and head. That was a beautiful left hook to the body, which brought the hands down.
No punches! No punches! Watch your head, Marcus. Get your head out of there.
And then that straight right hand that put him to the canvas.
Center of the ring now. I think he's realized that there is no way for him to win this fight standing along the ropes.
Well, I don't think it's going to do him any favors to stand there and trade with Beterbiev in the center of the ring either. The best thing for him, like he did earlier, when he was moving, boxing, jabbing, standing in front of a guy like Arthur Beterbiev is not a good idea, and it's showing here tonight.
And at this point, though, it may not be about what Marcus Brown should be doing. What is he able to do right now when you're hurt, when you're tired, when you've had a physically strong and imposing fighter like Beterbiev all over you all night? Are you capable of moving around on the back foot, or is this just what Marcus Brown has left?
Well, if you're going to be a world champion, you better be capable, but I think that this is possibly what he has left. He's had a lot of big shots, and like I said earlier, Corey, just the constant pressure and the threat of Beterbiev is enough to drain him out.
Tries to rip a right hook there with his top by the forearm of Beterbiev, who just slowly walks around back to the corner. Physical strength of Beterbiev. Again, this is an amateur heavyweight. This is a guy who was boxing Alexander Usyk in the Olympics. This is a guy who, yeah, he makes 175, and he's not tall, so we don't think of him as a big light heavyweight, but he is a lot to deal with physically.
Absolutely. Again, 16-0 with 16 knockouts. You know he's got some strength and some power.
Shot there from Marcus Brown.
Come on, Beterbiev!
Left hand down the middle from the challenger.
Another good right hand from Beterbiev. Corey, when both men land shots, you gotta see it yourself. It just seems like Beterbiev has so much more power and so much more strength behind his punches than Marcus Brown does.
That said, you do have to hand it to Marcus Brown, who spent a lot more time in the center of the ring.
Mix. Come on, champion.
Not bigger.
There's a straight right hand underneath from Beterbiev.
Out after.
of Michael Griffin is just covered in blood.
Thank God the apron's red, personally, mostly.
You know that photo that goes viral every once in a while of that fight from the...
Tony Weeks?
Well, that one, but the one from Vancouver from the early 1900s of the boxer was covered in blood and the referee.
Oh yeah,
It's starting to look like that one. Round 9 begins. And again, to Marcus Brown's credit, he's hurt, but he's trying to make adjustments. But now he might really be hurt with Beterbiev all over him. And down he goes after a hard left uppercut.
4, 5, 6.
How much more can Marcus Brown take?
8, 9, 10.
No, I'd love to see the replay. I don't know if it was a left hook uppercut to the body. 17-0, 17 knockouts. 2/4 of the light heavyweight division held by that man, Arthur Beterbiev. Happy promoter Yvonne Michelle.
A valiant effort from Sir Marcus Brown.
That was his last round.
But Arthur Beterbiev,
That was the last round.
he's not the legitimate light heavyweight champion for a reason.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest by knockout at 46 seconds of round number 9, 17 for 17, and still WBC and IBF light heavyweight champion of the world, Arthur
Gentlemen, you both received my instructions in the dressing room.
You ready to see this heart? Let me know if you're ready. You ready to see this heart?
Any question from Kendall's corner? Any question? Remember, you gotta, this is my instructions. You gotta protect yourselves at all times. Remember to protect yourselves. Obey my commands. This is good, this is good. I want you to touch gloves now, gentlemen. We're boxing at the bell. God bless both of you. Touch gloves, fellas. Touch gloves.
Little taunting here, Dave. It's on. It's on. Well, there's Brandon Jacobs. And there's Holt and Bradley. So the kindness from the press conference disappeared in a heartbeat.
As it should. It's fight time.
Holt tried to get under Bradley's skin there.
Give me a bell.
Here we
Time,
go.
fellas.
Holt will have the reach. Bradley with the speed. Holt had a dramatic first round in his last fight. 3 knockdowns, but the third one was a charm for him because that's how he knocked out Ricardo Torres after being down twice. One shot as Torres was moving in for the victory.
Right, step back. No punches, no talking. Watch your head.
Now the book on these guys would indicate that we'd be in for a long distance fight on paper. Let's see if that's how it plays out.
I get the feeling. If it goes to this, I have 12 good rounds. It ends early.
Break! No punches. Step back, fellas. Come on. Step back.
Bradley's got that big right hand, booming right hand. That's what got to Holt before. Bradley presses the pace, and there's the reach of Holt, keeping Bradley off.
And fluidity, too. Holt very fluid with his long shots and powerful, and he throws good combinations as well.
It's a good jab by Holt indeed. As Bradley puts the pressure on.
Break! No punches. Step back, fellas. Step back. Let him go.
Bradley with a nice double jab.
I love the smaller fighter using the jab to get inside. I think that's invaluable for the success of the guy wanting to be.
Oh, there's a big uppercut in the left, hooked by Holt. Bradley hits the canvas. 4. He looks more mad than anything.
6, 7.
He was rocked. What a shot by Kendall Holt.
Let me see.
Fireworks indeed after 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Kendall Holt likes the first round.
He loves it.
Spectacular shot by Holt. And good recovery by Bradley. He's right up as if it didn't happen.
But a product, I think, of Bradley being reckless on the inside, getting inside, throwing a lot of shots, but throwing them with too much width on them. Allowing Holt the opportunity to land a pinpoint left counter.
So Kendall Holt trying to parlay.
On the back of the head. Come on, watch the back of the head. Go, 10 seconds. Time, fellas.
Well, terrific action to get started.
Okay.
Why you hit to the side head? Because when you stepped in, hey, you push your foot. Okay. Too close. Come on, relax. Talk to me. How you feel, baby? Okay. I want you to be a little bit more careful. Okay? You're getting a little reckless in there. All right? You're right. You're right.
Excuse me, man. I want you to look after that cage during this break. Okay?
And here we see Bradley being very aggressive and made to pay for that aggression. A booming counter left by Holt. We see it again. Whammo. On the butt. And it sounds as good as it
looks. Look after that tape on his gloves now. Look after that tape on his gloves.
Get him off the jab. He slipped, get the hook off, okay? You heard me?
So for Timothy Bradley, we'd like to have a short memory as we start round 2, scheduled for 12 in this unification fight at 140 pounds. Kendall Holt bringing this crowd to its feet with the movie-like left-hand power and the drama in dropping Bradley in the first round.
He's trying to stand up with the chair. He's trying to come over the top of him.
Speed of both guys. Holt jabs, Bradley right back at him with the jab.
We're seeing true quality, true world-class championship quality. These guys are proving their worth as champions, and this is the way a unification fight should be. Just extreme quality against quality.
Well, Holt is getting Bradley on the way inside.
Right, no punches,
to the body and to the head.
Well, he makes the good gamble of when Bradley comes at him, he steps to him, which is the opposite of what human nature is, and he catches him on the way in. It takes a lot to make that move.
I like to see if Bradley does get inside, show more angles. Weave
a
little. He's coming in very upright, his head very still. Even though his arms, the punches are flying, he's still a target when he gets in Holt's kill zone.
And there's a left hook by Bradley, showing you how much the reach of Holt does bother him. He has to make all kinds of moves to get inside that jab.
Good uppercut by Holt. Bradley comes in too. That's another weapon you can utilize as Bradley continues to try to get inside on Kendall Holt.
Bradley still trying to sharpshoot and trying to get in a big right hand behind his jab. 2 jabs. Look at the nice reaction by Holt to duck.
That is so slick. Absolutely so slick. Holt equal parts slick and grit. He has that rare ability to carry both qualities into the ring. And they're 2 winning qualities.
And he's putting them together well so far. A knockdown and then a good round here, and Bradley right on him. This fight is going to be fun.
Their feet just got tangled up there.
Time, fellas!
It's going to be a tough call for the judges. That round sort of has a split round written all over it. Let's see how it plays out. Third round action. Kendall Holt in the gold and white. And Timothy Bradley in the Montreal red and blue. Title unification fight at 140. And Holt from Patterson, New Jersey. Off to a great start with a knockdown in the first round.
Break!
And some good advice from his corner, I thought, in the middle of those rounds. He established the jab, worked off that jab. Didn't see that much of it in round 2. We'll see more of it in round 3.
They told him it was non-existent.
Yeah, right now, he's serving a good purpose in Kendall Holt.
So he's got a reach advantage, 6 inches, and he's got to use that jab. And Bradley just got some confidence. He got inside that jab and nailed him to the body. Bradley is trying to follow up on something here.
Break! Let him go! No punches, no punches, no punches. Break! Let him go, no punches. Come on, step back.
But you do get the sense, Jason, that with Bradley having to lunge in like this uppercut is going to be there for Holt all night.
He landed well with it in the second round when Bradley came in. And you sure his corner noted it. Caught him with the right hand coming in there as well. Bradley looking surprisingly vulnerable on the way in.
Well, he's got to do so much to get there. He's got to bob and weave. He's got to be at the right angle. He's got to land in the right spot. He's got 2 jobs. One is just to get inside before he starts his fight.
Not seeing the lateral movement coming in, though. To get there just isn't evident so far for Timothy Bradley, and it's caused him a lot of problems so far.
Step back. Come on, let him go. Go, step back.
Bradley misses over the top.
Let him go, no punches.
Still trying to swarm. And you know, Jason, he can't plant and punch.
No, he can't. I mean, that's the key for Kendall Holt, to make sure Bradley's feet are always moving. And to do that, you got to show him angles. You got to use every inch of this big ring. This is a big ring here in the Bell Center. And you do that, that could hold the key to having both of those belts around his waist.
So it's Holt and Bradley, final seconds of round 3 at the Bell Center. Dave Bontempo with Jason Adelson.
So you got one guy fighting for real estate in Bradley, and another guy in Holt landing the effective counters to keep his space. It's a tough fight to judge so far.
As we start round 4, Kendall Holt on the outside, working his jab well. And when you have the reach advantage, you are the maestro. You have to dictate everything and make your opponent gamble. And that is what Holt is making Bradley do.
And you get the sense when you're seeing these guys, Kendall Holt is slightly more polished than Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley's still a little rough around the edges. There's still some raggedness to his shots, whereas Kendall Holt is just so fluid, so textbook in the way the hands are let go. I think it is an advantage because his shots are getting there, are finding the target before Timothy Bradley's.
He's got a lot of composure, and his sense of movement is better than Bradley's. He's maximizing his energy. He moves right into the next shot. Economy of movement. And it's all working for him.
Good jab. Okay, another good stiff jab.
Bradley tried to launch the uppercut. Every time Bradley tries to get in. You see, he's got the right idea with the bobbing and weaving. I mean, he's a schooled fighter and shows you what you need to do, but you have to leave yourself open and hope.
That left hook from Kendall Holt has been money tonight for him. And very discouraging for Tim Bradley.
You Bradley, you're a champion.
Right now.
You haven't lost. And you know you've got to work to get inside, and you're against a guy who makes you pay every time you get it.
I hope he wasn't expecting less.
Certainly wasn't expecting less, but it just shows up the frustration for him in how hard this is. He's got to do a little better job on the bob and weave to get inside it and not come up until he's in punching position.
He's doing good work there.
That was a good right hand to the body by Bradley.
Bradley's right hand is funny, Mark, and Holt's jab has been landing with far more frequency this round than in the past, and with far more visual effect as well.
Watch time.
So Holt does a little refereeing, sells the call.
Yeah, and was pawing at the eye considerably after. There's some good work from Bradley and Holt. Good inside hooks to the body by Bradley, but the counter right hand punctuating that exchange for Kendall Holt.
I'm watching.
And that's where the heads came together. And hopefully no residual damage from that.
Into the fifth round we go now, and Holt looking over the referee again.
That's not an enduring quality.
No, you can do it once in a fight. The more you do it, the less effective that technique becomes. And the referee may think you're showing him up or trying to tell him how to do his job.
And it smacks of desperation too, to an extent. Although I don't think Holt's in a desperate situation.
Bradley starting to swarm, gets a right hand in. Good looping right by Bradley, who's relinquished any sense of fear is going after.
No, he's definitely fearless.
Watch your heads, boys.
And doing some good work coming in.
Watch your heads. No, watch your heads.
And
Open your
the
heads.
right hand by Bradley
Watch
is
your
beginning to find a familiar home.
heads, man. Break. Let him go.
Kendall Holt.
Holt getting distracted in the wake of the headbutt, rubbing his eye.
Break. No punches. Step back. Step back. Step back.
Not an encouraging sign if you're a Holt fan.
And Bradley is enlivened by it.
Good jab to the body by Bradley.
And he got an important call from the referee as Holt was starting to come back at him about the low blow. So he checks the momentum of Holt there. And Bradley fighting with a little more purpose and a little more accuracy here than in other rounds of the fight.
And he's got a real hop to his step right now.
It is such a battle of momentum, especially with guys at this level. It's hard to get many rounds of momentum, but you get swings.
And the shifts are so subtle, yet they're so pronounced. You can tell when they're happening. You just have to look very closely for it. It's a funny situation in boxing. It's so subtle, but it's so important.
And when you get guys at this level, you'll see more shifts because each guy has the ability to negate his opponent and deny him from putting a whole lot of rounds together.
And right now, Kendall Holt not throwing. Bradley definitely dictating the pace and dictating the tenor of this fight right now.
Let him go. Let him back.
It's like Holt gave his jab the round off.
And he's looking distracted.
Left hook by Bradley pours through. So Bradley's best round of the fight.
Break. No. 10 seconds.
And you get the sense they may read Kendall Holt the riot act between rounds.
It's all about the stick in Kendall Holt's corner.
Yeah, you know, they told him if it disappears, that's a big part of his strategy. So let's see what adjustments he might make as we start the 6th round. Scheduled for 12 in this 140-pound unification bout at the Bell Center in Montreal.
Watch your heads, man. Watch your heads. Watch your heads.
How good are these guys? Kendall Holt 25-2. Timothy Bradley 23-0. So the 48-2 between them. And they have 2 titles.
I'm noticing, Dave, that right now Timothy Bradley's right hand is beginning to get closer and closer to its target all the time.
And he's starting to land it.
Yeah, he's starting to land it, and that just maybe it might be a pivotal punch in this fight with Timothy Bradley.
At the moment, Kendall Holt doesn't seem to trust his jab.
No, it's disappeared.
And he needs that to keep Bradley off, and Bradley's surging with confidence now. And Holt tried to remind of what happened in round 1 with that uppercut, which just missed. But we talked about that as his weapon.
Yeah, but you can't rely, if you're Holt, you can't rely on that uppercut. You can't let Bradley own all this real estate in the ring and hope to catch him with an uppercut coming in.
Because look, he didn't catch him with it.
No.
So Bradley with this big advantage the first half of the round.
Break, good one.
I wonder how much those headbutts have bothered Kendall Holt, because since they've happened, we haven't seen the same sense of urgency out of him, and he seems to have lost a little bit of focus.
Yeah, the right hand gets through. We haven't seen the jab. We haven't seen the punitive element of the jab. He is rubbing his eye over the last couple of rounds.
Break, no punch. Don't let him go to the mat. Box. I
thought you only get one warning.
Bradley just missed with that big right hand.
That was a big right hand that just missed.
That came all the way from Palm Springs.
That was a low blow by Bradley.
All right?
Holt shows that jab. Bradley will have to work that much harder, but the last 2 rounds, he's been walking to and through Holt.
And Holt's throwing one punch at a time. There's nothing in combination. There's nothing that's being doubled up.
Right, no. Check it off. Get out. Wait your corner.
Eyes of purpose. Timothy Bradley as we start round 7. Scheduled for 12. Bell Center in Montreal, Canada. I'm Dave Bontempo along with Jason Abelson.
You know, right now, in a fight that looked like Kendall Holt was on the verge of running away and hiding with, I haven't scored 3 rounds apiece. The difference being Holt's first round knockdown.
Bradley has pulled himself into a position where he's contending then still the whole second half of the fight to go. You do get the sense though that Holt will get his intensity back.
There's a good right hand by Timothy Bradley. We're seeing a bit of that intensity return here.
Bradley trying to walk through. And Holt not cutting him off with that jab as he was earlier. And here's the effect of that knockdown, still helping Holt as Bradley thinks a little bit before he lunges in.
Bradley being not overly cautious, but definitely wary of being too reckless. But we saw Kendall Holt do absolutely nothing in the corner there. Just meekly walk back, and a good left hook to the body by Timothy Bradley.
He winds up like a corkscrew and gets that in, and then he maintained a good squared up posture, so he was in position to throw his next
punch. And you know what, but I think that there's some lingering effects of that body shot right now.
He is really taking it to Kendall Holt now.
I think Holt was really bothered by that hook to the body by Bradley.
Yeah, Bradley is doing a nice number on the inside here, and Holt backing straight
He's got no legs.
Here comes Bradley trying to really do damage on Holt here.
And Holt's legs just absolutely disappeared on him.
Best investment in the sport of boxing, a body shot.
And there's more investing by Tim Bradley.
He might be on the verge of collecting. He is really doing a nice job. That's a good right hand by Bradley.
And
a good left hand again. He really went from downstairs to upstairs in a heartbeat. Well, round 7, among other things, will be known as the one in which Timothy Bradley makes sure that Kendall Holt will feel this fight next week. That's terrific body work in that round. So 3 good rounds in a row for Timothy Bradley as we hit round 8, scheduled for 12 in this 140-pound unification battle. WBO and WBC being showcased. Kendall Holt 25-2, Patterson, New Jersey, and Timothy Bradley 23-0 from Palm Springs.
And Kendall Holt serving knows that Tim Bradley don't get too comfortable on the outside, because he is liable to move his hands at any time and connect with 2 good shots to start. But there's another hook to the body by Timothy Bradley.
These are big shots to the body, and even though they're a bit wide, he gets everything on them, and they're punitive. And here's
you can see that. You can see he's suffering after that body shot. Retreating to the ropes.
Right, no punches, no punches.
Really favoring the side he was hit on.
These are some crunching shots by Bradley. Then he goes up top. There's that right hand we talked about at the top of the show.
Right.
It's one of Bradley's signature punches and something that Holt is generally vulnerable to.
But if Kendall Holt's not going to move his hands, he doesn't have a hope of winning this fight.
Bradley fighting with the confidence of a guy who has rallied from a slow start and caught up. Good work here by Bradley.
Good counter hook by Holt.
And when you see Holt use the jab, you can understand the frustration in his corner that he doesn't use it more. He can make it an easy fight for himself if he uses the stick.
For some reason, very reticent in doing so.
Keep him up. You gotta keep up. I know what happened. I saw it. Let's go. Keep him up.
And Bradley trying to focus in on a target. And of course, Kendall Holt also has high trunks. So that makes the situation worse. And he will not let an injustice perceived or real go without duly informing the referee.
Absolutely. And you know, he probably served himself well as a coach. He probably served himself well as referee Mike Griffin in doing so, because you know what? Timothy Bradley's body work has been the most effective, his most effective weapon. And if you get caught with low blows more and more, Bradley might be less apt to rely on that body work.
Yeah, he'll say, wait a second, I can't afford to lose the point. And then you might take the body away from the guy.
He sold the referee on a low blow that in my mind really wasn't that low.
No, if his trunks were in the usual spot, it would have been a body shot. So here we go. Continuing with the drama, Kendall Holt and Timothy Bradley. 140-pound unification fight. Holt floored Bradley in the opening round and looked to be on his way toward a lopsided triumph. But Bradley righted himself and has really worked the body extremely well for the last 4 rounds.
Kendall Holt again, not throwing.
He got his money's worth out of that uppercut.
He did. You want to see more of it. If you're a Kendall Holt supporter, you're thinking to yourself, where is that uppercut when Bradley is pulling his way in?
Landed it well there, and it sent a message. Now, he would like to parlay that and get behind the jab. You've stopped the advance of your opponent for a second. Now the question is, can Holt turn that into the offensive, or is Bradley going to regroup? Now the heads have clashed.
And that was more real than I imagined.
Good right hand by Bradley. As he beat Holt off the break. Double jab by Bradley. Holt just missed that left hook on Bradley coming in. Timed it, set it up, let it go, and just missed.
Right now, in the battle of real estate, it's a battle that's being won by Timothy Bradley.
And that will be important as a tiebreaker if everything else is considered even.
Well, you want to see more of that if you're a Kendall Holt supporter. Jabbing and moving forward. And staking your claim in the ring. Instead of constantly circling backwards.
Now they may have to light a fire under him and get him to gamble. For Kendall Holt. Looks like he's trying to be just a little too precise. As we come to the end of round 9. 3 rounds to go. Kendall Holt and Timothy Bradley trying to make their case here at the Bell Center in Montreal. 140-pound unification bout. Holt 25-2 from Patterson, New Jersey. Bradley 23-0 from Palm Springs, California. Dave Bontempo and Jason Abelson with you. And Jason, after a blazing start by Holt, Bradley piled up a lot of points.
He has piled up a lot of points. And I have this fight even on points right now, 5 rounds to 4 for Timothy Bradley. Of course, losing the point after being knocked out in the first, but on my card, numerically, this fight is even.
So there you go. I was going to give you a chance to jump in without putting you on the spot. If you wanted to throw your score in there, that's fine. It shows
you're a pro, Dave.
How even this is. Right on with that scorecard too.
Right, no punches.
And you can sense the urgency from the cornermen. You can't give any more rounds away.
And how frustrating must it be to feel that urgency and to obviously communicate it as clearly as you can, but to not necessarily get the response out of your fighter that you want.
And with Holt especially, turns around and sees as he buy himself a point. This is the 4th time he's turned away, and his record in turnaways is 2-2. Twice he's gotten the referee to agree with them. Twice he didn't get anything done.
That's a good right hand to the body by Timothy Bradley. That body work has been the key in turning this fight around and giving Bradley his best moments in this fight.
Good left hook to the body by Bradley.
And one of those things about those moments that Holt has when he complains, he never looks good after it. It seems like he lets the complaining somehow affect him and the way he executes in the ring.
Just like what happened after the headbutts back in round 4.
Absolutely, and you can turn to that, I say that could be a turning point. We saw a definite drop in production out of Holt after their heads came together.
You get the sense that if a penalty had been assessed there, he would have kept on with the momentum. He felt that something wasn't called, stopped a little bit. Momentum change. Well, this is played out.
That's a good jab by Kendall Holt. That is a punishing jab. He landed on Bradley coming in.
This is played out the way you expect two champions to do it. Ebbs and flows, and the low blows. And Holt got away with one there.
Good round for both fighters.
Well, both corners seem to have this fight capitalized based on where the guy is in the fight. As we start round 11, Timothy Bradley's corner very happy, and Kendall Holt's corner saying we need these 2 rounds. He's not throwing a lot, but he's impressing the judges. He's not landing a lot, but he has had the aggression.
Absolutely, and it comes to what do you prefer as a judge. Do you prefer the guy who throws the prettier punches with Kendall Holt? Do you prefer the guy that's waging the war on the inside and winning the real estate battle, which is Timothy Bradley? And there have been rounds where, you know, that point is in the air and you can't be positive what side it's landing.
Good move on the inside here by Bradley. Tries to keep pushing Holt back. Holt trying to set up the jab just with the right hand. Good work by both. Bradley keeps coming. Has a chance on Holt here. That's real athleticism by Timothy Bradley.
He turned the corner and landed a big punch.
Good right hand by Bradley. Might be his best overhand right in this fight. Good right hand again by Bradley. He has shown a real athlete's sense of anticipation in this round. Staying on top of Holt, giving him no room to breathe.
Good hook by Holt there.
Bradley looking the fresher of the two. Jabs here by Bradley, nothing back from Holt.
Nothing back from Holt, and the problem for Kendall Holt is that a lot of this fight isn't necessarily dictated by what Bradley's doing. It's dictated by what Holt isn't doing.
Yeah. And these jabs by Bradley are coming up short, but you throw 3 in a row, you back the guy up, nothing comes back. The judge gives you a nod. It was a good body shot.
That was a pretty hook.
As he backed up away from trouble too. You really have to have quick feet to do what he did there.
And he's making the adjustment when he comes in, that he's not a sitting duck for that uppercut that Holt really was banking on in the early part of the fight.
Which Holt did catch him on early. So down the home stretch here. It's a good round for Bradley.
Take a deep breath, come on. Take a deep breath. This is your last round, okay? This is your last round. We go home, baby, with 2 titles, okay? But don't get reckless on me on this one, okay? I know, last round, Timmy. Hey, I know you got a lot of energy still, okay? Stretch your legs out, stretch your legs out.
You hear what I'm telling you?
Last round, Kendall.
You heard what I'm telling you? You either got to put this boy on his fucking ass or to fucking dig this round out like you ain't got no other. You understand? You know what I mean? Like your life depended on it. This is your career right here, okay? You understand me, champ?
And the work of Timothy Bradley to chase down Kendall Holt. And it's a chase he's been winning for the latter half of this fight.
Yeah, he's really out-hustled him. And the way this thing started, didn't seem like he would be in round 12 with Bradley having the momentum, but he does. 140-pound unification bout coming to its conclusion at the Bell Center in Montreal. Dave Bontempo along with Jason Abelson. Glad you're with us. Kendall Holt 25-2. Timothy Bradley 23-0, and they have fought like champions. In the first round, Holt put Bradley on the canvas, And in round 5, Bradley got a real momentum change after some headbutts in the 4th round. And he has been a good body shot artist ever since.
Good work by both fighters there. And this is it. I mean, this is the do or die round. It's round 12 of a close fight and a unification battle. And Holt's corner is right. This is about careers at this point.
And if Holt does not win this, it will feel to him like it was stolen from him, that Bradley stole this by coming in and taking it away from him and throwing stuff at him all the time and not even landing so much, but just keeping him off balance.
Good shot by Kendall Holt.
It's a good left hook.
And that encapsulates what Holt could have been doing the entire fight.
Right.
Because the real estate battle has been the same throughout. It's been how that battle's been waged, it's been different. And Bradley's been there for the same punches from round 1 through round 12. It's just a matter of Holt wanting to throw it.
Body shot by Holt. This may boil down to the perception of aggression by the judges. Bradley got Holt backing up. That real estate battle you talked about is important for the judges. Couple good shots by Holt.
That's good work by Kendall Holt.
Good right hand by Bradley. Did his gloves touch the canvas?
They're going to score that a knockdown.
That's big.
They're going to score that a knockdown.
Well, his gloves touched the canvas. Well, that's a big development.
That's huge.
And he makes what looked like would be a 1-point round for Holt into a 2-pointer. He's got a knockdown in round 1, so he's bookended this fight. Well, now the plot thickens.
A great fight, punctuated by a very good round by Kendall Holt. But was it a 2-point round? I mean, it was, according to the referee. I'd love to see the replay.
Yeah, you get the... looked initially like the gloves of Bradley, just for a second, touched the canvas.
Absolutely they did, there's no question. But what precipitated that, though?
Here you go.
See, the good right hand, and it was a counter left. You're right, it was a counter right hand by Holt.
You shove him down.
But that is tough to make out.
Good right uppercut there.
Yeah, it was. I thought, you know what? I think he was hurt by a punch.
It matters when he got pushed versus when the glove touched, and the referee was right on top of it, so he made that call.
I think he did a good job.
And no argument coming either, so... All right, so Kendall Holt has bookended the fight with knockdowns in round 1 and round 12, arguably giving himself 4 points with those 2 situations.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Raul Nieves scores the bout 114 to 112. Judges Richard de Carufel and John Woodburn both score the bout 115 to 111. All 3 in favor of the winner. He is now the unified WBC and WBO 140-pound champion of the world, Timothy the Desert Storm Bradley.
Wow, when you consider the 2 knockdowns, those are actually very wide scorecards.
Yes, for Brad, especially 115, 111.
115, 111. So you're looking at 9 rounds to 3 on 2 scorecards for Timothy Bradley.